Okay, now I'm going to go through a few problems. What this exact chart is available on Blackboard. What I would recommend that you do is print out a few copies of this actually. By printing out a few copies, you could have several different ones on your own. You can just draw this in your notes if you'd like. That could work as well. I guess either's fine. If you don't want to go through the hassle of trying to get these points exactly as the authors have them, you could simply print from Blackboard or you could draw it in your notes either way. What we're going to do here, though, is determine the effects of three different things. One, a $90 price ceiling, and two, a $90 price floor, and three, a $120 price floor. So first thing to note, the equilibrium price is 100. Equilibrium quantity is 100. So what about a price ceiling of 90? First question, will it matter? Is it binding? It's always the first question you want to ask with these. Well, the price is 100. The government says price ceiling, a maximum, can be 90. Yeah, that should matter, right? 90 is less than 100. So the price is going to fall to 90. Well, here's our quantity supplied. Here's our quantity demanded. Before we were in equilibrium, price of 100, quantity of 100. Now, consumers demand 120, but only 90 are supplied. So you actually have a shortage of 30. So buyers are going to demand 120 rooms. Sellers supply 90. What do we have then? We have a shortage. So recall in the first demand and supply section we covered, anytime you had a shortage or a surplus, we would say what happens? Well, the market will take care of it itself if, and this is the big if, there's no government restrictions. But with this shortage, it can't take care of itself because the government's restricting the price to stay at 90, so you're just going to be stuck with the shortage. Second case, what about a $90 price floor? Right? The initial price is 100. Government comes in and says, minimum price you can charge is $90. Can't charge less than that. Okay, what does that mean? Well, it means it's irrelevant, right? This isn't binding. Price is going to stay exactly the same as before. Price of 100, quantity of 100. Well, what about a price floor of 120 instead of 100? So the government says we must charge at least $120 for hotel rooms. And what's going to happen here? Well, price has gone up. Think of the law of demand. Price goes up, quantity demanded drops. What about the law of supply? Price goes up, quantity supplied increases. Well, if that's the case, though, what you run into is quantity demanded of only 60. Quantity supplied now is 120, surplus of 60. So both the price floor and the price ceiling, will cause either they'll cause shortages or surpluses if they're binding. If it's not binding, we just have whatever the original market outcome is. That is what we will see again.